Welcome everyone to episode 154 of EDH Commander Challenge. I'm your host, BT. Happy Halloween, everyone! Today's episode is dedicated to all of our viewers out there who love, or at least know, of trick-or-treating. A special thanks to our ghastly but epic EDHCC club members, who are a big help in making weekly episodes possible. A quick question to all of you out there before we start today's episode, which features an elemental that makes man-eating plants versus an ancient demon. The question is, what tribe at MTG brings the most scares to your table? Let us know in the comments below. But now, let's see those terrifying hands. First, in this corner, with an opening hand of 3 swamps, Jet Medallion, Skirstag High Priest, Nightmare Shepherd, Grim Haruspec, and his Mono-Black General Taborax Hoped Demise. He is yours truly, the host, BT. Next, in this corner, with an opening hand of a forest, 2 mountains, Darksteel Ingot, Harmonize, Baru Fist of Krosa, Domri Raid, and her Gruul-style General Phylath World Sculptor. She is the Prodigy. This is Emma. I'm going to dice to start us off, so let's begin this Halloween card fight. For their first turns, Emma plays a forest, while I play a swamp. Emma plays a mountain and casts Sensei's Divining Top. Then she pays a mana to check her top 3 cards before passing to me. I play another swamp and cast Jet Medallion. Emma plays a mountain and casts Domri Raid. She uses its +1 to check her top card, but sadly it's not a creature, so she passes to me. I play a basic and cast Skirstag High Priest, followed by my General Taborax, and pass. Emma plays a forest and casts Darksteel Ingot. Then she checks the top 3 cards of her deck with her Sensei's Top. Finally, she uses Domri's +1 to check her top card, which this time is a creature, which is Fangren Firstborn, which she adds to her hand and passes. I play an Etchy Swamp and cast the sad robot himself, Solemn Simulacrum. With its ETB, I get to add a basic from my deck into play tapped. Then I move to combat and send my priest and my general at Domri for 3 damage before passing. Emma plays a Stomping Ground, untapped, taking 2 damage, and casts her general, Phylath, World Sculptor. With its ETB, Emma gains 4 0/1 plant tokens into play as she has 4 basic lands. Then she upticks Domri, but sadly doesn't find a creature with her top card, and passes. I play Cabal Coffers, and use it to help cast Grim Haruspec, followed by Nightmare Shepherd, and lastly, Fleshbag Marauder. With its ETB, each player sacks a creature. Emma sacks a plant, while I sack my sad robot. Thanks to its on-death trigger, as well as my Haruspec's trigger, I get to draw 2 cards from my deck. Next, I use my priest's Morbid effect, tapping 2 untapped creatures and itself to make a 5/5 flying demon token. Although I don't have the actual token yet, I just use my 5/5 Flying Dragon token for the meantime. I also remember that as a creature died, Taborax gets a +1/+1 counter. Then I move into combat and have my general finish off Domri before I pass. For Emma's turn, she casts Molvuli Acid Moss, destroying my Cabal coffers, and getting a forest into play tapped from her deck. This triggers Phylath and places 4 +1/+1 counters on one of her plants. Emma then moves into combat and attacks me with Phylath. Not wanting her to be able to recast it next turn for a larger army of plant tokens, I choose not to block and take 5 damage from her general before she passes to me. For my turn, I play a basic and cast Carrion Feeder. Then I move into combat and attack Emma with my Shepherd, Demon Token, General, and Marauder. Emma blocks the Marauder with her powered up plant token, and during blockers I choose to sack it to my own Carrion Feeder, giving it a +1/+1 counter. This also triggers my Haruspect, letting me draw a card. Next, my Shepherd exiles my Marauder from my graveyard and grants me a 1/1 Nightmare token copy of it. And with its ETB, we each sack a creature. Emma sacks another plant, and I sack my Nightmare token. My General also gains a +1/+1 counter, as the original Marauder did in fact go to the graveyard. And finally, I use my Priest's Morbid effect once more, tapping 2 untapped creatures and itself to make another 5/5 Flying Demon. Then we move to damage, and with my General now being a 4/4, Emma takes 13 damage total from my 3 surviving attacking creatures. And yay, I managed to find a Demon token at the same time in my pile. Finally, in my second main phase, I cast Whisper, Blood Lethargist, and pass the turn. For Emma's turn, she casts Nissa Who Shakes the World, followed by Fangren Firstborn, and passes. For my turn, I cast Doomed Necromancer, followed by Gary, the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. With its ETB trigger, due to my devotion to black, I'm about to drain life Emma for 10. And with so many flyers, Emma knows that she can't survive another combat phase as a result, and decides to scoop it up, giving me the first dominant win against her in a while. Emma did a good effort here, but in my opinion her Domri raid could have been used a bit more. I mean, specifically its -2 forcing creatures to fight effect could have taken out some of my threats. By the way guys, in a deck that has any sort of graveyard creature engine, don't sleep on Skirstag High Priest. Having access to making 5/5 Flying Demon tokens is pretty cool. With our picks, let us know in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoy our content, consider becoming a patron. Give you access to some sweet exclusives like access to our upcoming tournaments, bonus entries in contests, and so much more, including our pilot episode for our upcoming Vintage series. Please continue to support us on our road to 2,000 family members. Thanks everyone, and once again, happy Halloween! Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you're a fan of EDH gameplay and you like whether it be 1v1 or multiplayer and you want to be part of the ever-growing Command Your Challenge family, just make sure you smash the subscribe button and notification bell down below. We do weekly videos. Don't forget as well to like, comment, share our videos, but most importantly, enjoy them. On behalf of all of our members here, I'm your host BT. Feel free to check out all of the videos in the channel, join our game, it's now your turn. Cheers!